Old Makari, new Makari. Old Makari, new Makari. Which one do I put in my army? I know. How about both of them? Waaagh! Welcome back to the Red Ones Go Fast. I'm old Big Mek, and in today's video we are talking about all sorts of fun things to do with Orktober, and it was all inspired by Makari here. Now, for those of you that haven't been following along with our one video every single day, the entire glorious month of Orktober, a couple of days ago, I ended up building the new Ghaz and Makari, and they are now undercoated, as you can see. But I also finally undercoated my old Makari, who I never actually painted, even though I've had them forever. And although they're the same size, I don't actually need two Makaris, but I have an idea for this one. Follow along. All right, so here's the scoop on what is going on. Basically, I've been working on building and painting my orc army for Orktober, right? And it's not just about getting things done. It's also getting things that were useful done, right? So, for example, we custom built the mechs from scratch. In fact, here they are. For those of you that missed those episodes, you should definitely check them out on building mech boys and painting them. We also made a Big Mek and Mega Armor, and then changed my Mega Armor squad, my Mega Knobs, into one Close Combat squad to go with the War Boss, and one Dakka squad to go with the Big Mek. So, right, it's also been about synergizing, which was another video we talked about. Again, these videos are gold. If you haven't seen them, you should totally go to the channel's main page, which you can get to by subscribing, and then you can start at Orktober episode 1 and catch up all the way till now. But one of the things that is sorely missing from my army that is actually needed is a knob with Waaagh banner. Now, the actual model for it is cool, but it's one of those ones that was a metal model that has now been done in fine cast, and the fine cast one is just garbage, right? And also, like, I don't own one. I don't have a metal one. I don't have a fine cast one. You can't buy it. It's been out of stock on the web store forever. But what I have done in the past is used certain models as my knob with Waaagh banner. In fact, the Red Gobble on Bounce, that is actually one of the things GW officially says you can do with this, because it is the right size base and close enough to the right height. But yeah, you use this guy as a, hey, he's the knob with Waaagh banner. He's going to inspire the army. So I do use him, but I'd like to have something a little more along the lines of it. And so what I'm going to do is convert one up, like for real, to run. But also, I think I'm going to run this Makari as one too. He's just so cool and so nuanced, right? Like, so I'm going to put him on the bigger base. I got to figure out how to build him up a little taller. So I'm thinking about having him right on top of a squig or something like that. I don't know. If you have ideas on what I can do to bulk out original Makari here to make him a knob with Waaagh banner, I would really like to hear it. The other idea I had was like maybe perching him on the shoulders of another orc. So the other orc is, you know, carrying the choppa and the blaster and whatnot, and then Makari is just on his shoulder holding the banner. So let me know if you think that's a good idea. If you think so, we'll do a video on it. So that's what's going to happen with Makari. And then, yeah, I'm going to convert one from scratch. Old Red Gobbo here on Bounca is actually going to retire to just my display case, which is another video that we have coming up, which is how to display your army. It's definitely something that I have done traditionally, but now that my army is like getting way bigger all of a sudden, I need more space. So we're actually like doing a really fun one on that. But anyways, I digress. I digress a lot, right? Anyways, one of the things I want to do is build another knob with Waaagh banner that we can end up with 3. And one of the things that you can do is the Golf Rocker. So I'm going to end up building him as well, because again, like the Red Gobbo on Bounca, he's on the right base size, and it's one of the things that GW says you can do with it. Now, why is this unit so important? Well, there's these units of 20 boys you could take, right? When you do that, you can attach 2 characters to them as long as one is a war boss. So you put a regular war boss on one side of the unit, and on the other side, you can either put a weird boy and cast the jump, which is fun, or you can put a knob with Waaagh banner, and then that entire squad, including the war boss that's attached to it, gets a second round of calling the Waaagh. And I've used that in the game in 10th edition, and it's been actually really, really, really strong. So now that I'm building up some more boys, seen here, built and primered, you know, now that I'm getting some more boys painted where I can actually run more than one of those 20 boy squads, I need more than one knob to go with it. The other fun thing that we're working on is, of course, Ghazghoul. I did manage to get him primed, and that was actually a big deal. Let me show you out the window right here. It is absolutely puking rain. It is so bleary and dark. But more importantly, it is terrible for priming or painting. Even if you're inside the garage, the humidity is so much higher and the temperature is so much lower that the paint just dries terribly. You get these crazy sheens, all sorts of bad stuff going on. It is not recommended. So I'm glad I got him primered. I just wanted to let you all know I did get him primered up, so I am going to be able to start painting on him to, again, hopefully make the grand finale the reveal of Ghazghoul leading my Waaagh once and for all. Now, things that I've gotten done in the meantime is I did get the grots done, which I think I've shown off, but let me go grab them just in case. There is that grot squad I was talking about. You can see I've got the runt herd there too with the little attack squig and the whole nine. They are based and have the little grass tufts and whatnot on them, along with the grot tanks that we've done, the Mega Knob squad, the Big Mek and Mega Armor, the Gorka Morkanaut, and of course the Mek Boys. However, there is one additional thing that is now completely finished that hasn't been shown off on screen yet, and that is the Boomdakka Snazzwagon. It is actually finished. Here is your proof, all based in everything. Again, I made this one pop and a wheelie like I did with my Shock Jump Dragsta and my Def Killer Wartrike, because I think it looks cool, especially with this model, because it is a dune buggy and they have the suspension canted the right way for a dune buggy that is in a wheelie there. So yeah, I've got my little tracks going down on my right there in my basing, and yeah, I painted the glass on there, which is an exclusive video to our Patreon. If you want to see the video on how to make that glass effect, just click on the link in the description below to join our Patreon. You can join it for absolutely free. I will never paywall a video. That's something I've talked about a couple of times, but the link for that video is only on the Patreon, and that's the kind of thing that we're going to do on there, is kind of these videos that don't do so well on the YouTube algorithm, we can put on the Patreon instead. So anyways, I got the how-to on how to paint that glass. So anyways, the Boomdakka Snazzwagon is now complete. I now have 3 of the buggies complete. I still need to do the Megatrack Scrapjet and the Wrecker Truck Squig buggy, which are, you know, again, did a whole video on those. So I'm not going to get to them this Orktober because of just how much stuff we've done, but it feels very good to get another one done because I love these buggies and I've loved them since they've came out, and I've owned most of them since they came out. Now I own all of them. So yeah, I was building and pinning them one at a time, so now I can start on my Megatrack Scrapjet. So add that to the tally. So where does that put us in the pantheon of all things Orktober, and kind of what is the point of this video? Well, that puts us in a good place. I have gotten a lot of things done for the Force. In fact, I can't even count how many units. Hold on. 8 units and 22 minis have now been completed so far in Orktober, which is awesome. So I am on track for my goal, which is 10 units and 31 minis. It was kind of my like unofficial in my head goal. I'm feeling good about where I'm at for that. So yeah, Orktober progress is looking awesome. And again, kind of the whole point of everything is gonna do some knobs with Waaagh banner. So let me know how you think I should convert Makari up for that one, because I think I can get him in and done in time. Gonna build the Goff Rocker, and then I might get enough of a break in the weather to get him undercoated. We'll see. If not, at least I got him built. And then yeah, I'm gonna start working on painting Ghaz for the grand finale. Now there are 2 really big things coming up for the grand finale of Orktober, which is what the kind of the whole video was about. I really want to get everybody hyped up and excited for it. One is the reveal of Ghaz and everything that's all built and painted and done as, you know, a whole army in a battle report. That's right, I'm going to be doing a battle report with the army that I have built. Only the stuff from this Orktober. So remember, on Squigtember 30th, none of this stuff existed. It wasn't built and painted. I couldn't play it on the tabletop. Some of these weren't even built at all, right? Some of them have been built completely from brand new on the sprue. So I'm going to be playing with my Force in a battle, full 10th edition rules, and showing that off on the channel. So that is going to be the grand finale. The other big announcement that I have is we are working on our very first T-shirt. Now, I know that you have seen me wear multiple awesome ORK shirts on this channel. Some of them are the official GW shirts, which are actually really nice for the price on their page, on their merchandise page. Some of them have been from other channels like Squidmar and Miniac and Trapped Under Plastic, and some of them have been from other. Well, let's see. This one is Adeptus Ridiculous, right? I came up with an amazing ORK design. I've ran it across a couple of people. They love it. I'm making it happen. So I am working on a professionally designed, printed, the whole thing shirt that you guys are going to absolutely love if you're into orcs. So if you're excited to see that, Patreon subscribers are going to get the first look at that and the first opportunity to buy it. And then we'll roll it out to the YouTube as a whole. With any luck, I'll have, I probably won't have one printed in time for that battle report, but I will at least be able to show you on the screen what it's going to look like. So I hope you all stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and going on this crazy journey with me. It's been a lot of fun and very inspiring, especially to hear about you and how you guys are doing on Orktober. I know quite a few of you have been chiming in the comments with updates on where you're at and what kind of things you've gotten done, and it's super exciting. I look forward to everybody sharing their completed Orktober projects at the end of all of this. So stay tuned. Cool stuff coming. Let me know what you think on Makari, and until next time, Waaagh on!